Hey guys, voiceover OHD here, and I have to address something. Um, a few days ago, there was a petition that was put out, um, for the netcode for Legacy Collection to be fixed, um, because there are issues, uh, when one person is playing another, especially if the person is overseas and not in close proximity to them. Um, I did ask about the netcode in the Digital Eclipse Discord, and I was told that they wouldn't, they probably wouldn't be looking at the netcode right away as a priority. This started a firestorm, as you would probably know. Um, but I just wanted to get the answer for other people that are looking for the same answer. I cannot speak on other people's experiences with MKLK because I normally stay within my region when I'm playing somebody. Uh I don't have many friends that are overseas. I don't uh I don't try and actively seek out overseas connections. Um I mainly go into the US rooms, like the West US or the Central US, which I'm going to point this out. Hebrew Air is a Brazilian player in a Central US room. So, these labels don't mean anything. Okay? So, I'm just going to say that now. Um, but by and large, I've had positive experiences with the online for the Legacy Collection. Now, as someone that is striving to start a weekly thing to help keep the community going and perhaps do a giveaway after like 3 or 4 weeks of play, I will say that the netcode, unless the people that I'm playing against or having people play against are in the same region, it's probably not going to work right. But let's for the sake of argument check out Hybrid Air while I talk about this. Um, so I got called out in the Digital Eclipse Discord, and he's not even in there. That lobby is busted. Um, I got called out by someone in the Discord, in the DE Discord, uh, for saying what I'm about to say. I cannot speak on something. It would be uneducated for me to speak on something that I haven't experienced. I can certainly put the information out there that other people have experienced it, but since it seems like um DE doesn't know what's causing the issue, or I definitely don't know what causes the issue. That's a step above my pay grade. Um, let's try and follow Hybrido Air again. Because again, he's in a Western US room. Um, but guys, I can't speak on something if I haven't had the experience. If I don't actively go seek out these guys and play in these Atlantis like connections, um, I can't speak on it. But again, you guys saw it just there, right? This is a bad connection. I entered a West US room, which I normally don't have issues playing people from the United States. Why is this still labeled a West US room when there is a Brazilian player in there? I don't get it. I'm gonna try and beat this player. I don't think I can because I can't play against the lag. Um, but I can say I have gotten a tip that seemingly worked for a little while. Um, the tip I got was from someone in the Discord, in the DE Discord, and they told me to raise up the input lag to at least maybe 5 or 6, um, to kind of smooth out the connection. My inputs will be slower, as it said. Now let's point this out again. Hold on. Point this out again. Where's Huberdeau? Where does it say Huberdeau's at? In the central US. I've heard some people say he is from South America. He must be using some sort of like a VPN. I don't know. That's my educated guess, but it's not really that educated. But if you're playing someone from overseas, let me see if I can make this happen right now. If I'm playing someone from overseas, I can adjust the input lag, okay? And so, like, I'll do that now just to demonstrate. I have it on I have it on 6, so I have it up right now. So that didn't even help. Let's try 7. Let's just, you know what? We'll put it at maximum. I'm just gonna be devil's advocate here. Put it at maximum. So, but the fact remains, this guy is in a West US room when I know he's not from the United States, which is, it's okay. I want to play people from around the world, but I also want it to function properly. I played Godly over at Next Gen Nostalgia Gaming. Shout out to him. I played Godly yesterday after raising the input lag to see if it would help. It didn't. We had a choppy experience, and we have agreed to play offline again once I bring down the input lag, which I plan on doing. Shout out to Next Gen Nostalgia. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They're awesome. I know Godly's great. They're all great over there, man. I've been in a couple live streams. I got nothing but great things to say. But yeah, guys. The netcode is okay when you're playing in your region. I do acknowledge that these things need to be looked at, but I have not really, outside of going to look for this, I have not had a bad experience with MKLK. That's all I have to say. I bought something. If I like it, I'm gonna keep playing it, and obviously, I like it, so I'm gonna keep playing it because Mortal Kombat is forever. I'm so happy that these are out and I'll say somewhat working because it works for me, and it's not really the best experience for others, but I guess I'm one of the lucky ones. Anyway, guys, I'm OHG. Always remember that as long as you have five fingers and a belief in yourself, you can do whatever you set your mind to. And word to the MK community, like, if we ever want to be taken seriously again, you know, as part of the big three, Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, if we ever want to be in that conversation again, we need to start lifting each other up and stop bickering with one another. Like, there are so many people within the MK community that I won't mention that will just sit there and rather us cannibalize ourselves and just have our small MK community. Um, wow, it seems like Hybridu is toxic. Um, but it doesn't make any sense for us to have our already small community dwindled out to a smaller number. It's crazy. Anyway, guys, I love y'all. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Now that we have seemingly confirmation that netcode is not high on the priority list, let me know how you feel about this. Um, I'm curious to know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.